both talking.
Oh boy, this is gonna be great.
I think it'd be good to start interviewing Rex. So, Rex, tell me about who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm a... Let's try that again. Let's see. I'm an RX droid. I'm a pilot. I was a pilot. I was a DJ, and now I'm a camera droid. So yes, I got fired twice. So now I'm here with you guys.
What brings you to 3D Experience World? Why are you here?
We're here to inspire and show people what's possible. So I was designing SolidWorks, and here I am, live with you people.
Have you ever used SolidWorks?
Never.
Are you going to learn SolidWorks?
I don't have good fingers. I gotta practice.
What about all this magic SolidWorks with all the AI?
Well, that's just magic. I don't know anything about that.
I think that's going to put me out of a job.
Nah, not you, John.
It just definitely put me out of job.
Maybe. Let's talk about that. No, I'm just kidding.
Most of you is 3D printed, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep, so I got resin, EBS, some PLA, some DMLS, the metal stuff. Yeah, metal
I
stuff.
heard you've been in the movies as well.
Yeah, I was on the Star Wars show at Celebration. We're in Anaheim and London earlier this year. It was a lot of fun.
I got to see him on
you?
stage.
I saw you too. I saw Hayden Christensen. Oh, he's amazing.
You want to tell us about your friend that's behind you?
Oh yeah, let's look. This is Tex. RX Tex. He's his first outing. He's a little nervous though.
He does look clean and fresh.
Yeah.
He looks very clean and fresh.
I'm a little nervous, so it's my second time.
Oh, you're doing well. At least you haven't lost your head yet.
Oh, he went there.
There, it's still later today. Tomorrow, the next day.
Just don't go racing.
I know that was so bad, right?
You know, I'll tell you a story. My first world, I broke my ankle while jumping off a stage.
Really?
He is clumsy.
Bounce back. You're good.
No,
No, he didn't bounce. That was the problem.
Oh.
we've all broken something at world.
I know, right?
Not yet.
My first world, I did just like
I haven't broken anything yet. Nothing. I'm not clumsy like you two.
You're overdue. You're overdue.
You want to tell us about your buddy over here?
Yeah, over here we got Chopper. He's pretty cool. He's from the Devils and Ahsoka. You know, he's a little cranky. Let me tell you.
Yeah?
And he says stuff. Oh, you won't believe the things he says.
I don't understand. I can't speak droid.
Oh, it's a lot of four-letter words. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah?
Not nice. Yeah, we love him. He's great. He's Chopper. He says that he beats up other droids, but they deserved it.
You got to hang out with young Leia.
He did. He met young Leia from Kenobi. That's an honor. I met her in London. She was great.
How about we chat with the voice in your head?
Really? You want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
The man, the myth, the legend.
It's really difficult sometimes to talk to him because that millisecond delay, so you feel like you slur your voice.
You got to talk slowly.
Yeah.
You keep it down to like 3 to 5 words, and anything more, you're like, oh, you just
your brain just breaks.
It breaks, yeah. And I've been doing it for about like 2 years now, so it's getting better. But
Yeah.
I would love to get a system that was more real time and like 1-to-1.
Yes. With it, have you engineered everything in there, or was it? I know there's a lot of like existing droids, like a lot of the BB-8s. There's plans you can get, but did you engineer everything in there yourself?
Yeah, so we pioneered this machine prior to Star Tours or the Galaxy's Edge droid. There is no 3D files. There was no design for it. So we really did the hard work of doing the research and figuring out what is the scale, how things are measured. We were fortunate enough to meet the original designer, Chris Runco, of the Star Tours Rex. So he was able to give us like a cool archaeological like history lesson of all that stuff, and it was really neat. And we got to meet Sonny. I forgot his last name, but he did DJ Rex for the Cantina, which was amazing.
Right.
So they were able to give us some Easter eggs of scale and sizing, and then with a little bit of parallax with our images, we were able to gauge it well.
What made you decide to go with Rex unit versus like your standard like R2 unit or BB-8, like one of the more well-known droids?
Oh, that's a good question. I actually got asked if I wanted to build a droid for one of the TV shows for Disney Plus,
right.
And that was the Book of Boba show and The Mandalorian, and we got to build the RX droids for that. So that was my first taste of what this was about, because when we had finished them, we had 3 of them on a table and we were puppeteering, and we knew we had something special no one had seen before. or experience at a con or convention or just
Yeah.
outside of the Disney ride. And then when they were on set, through the grapevine, we heard that like the cast loved it.
Yes.
It was just something new and fresh. It wasn't an astromech. And then after we delivered it, I wanted to build one that was mobile that we would take out like R2 or Chopper. And it really kind of just like opened my eyes to just the interaction you can do. Because as you can see, he came right up, had a conversation, and it's all about the person behind the mic to try to keep that going. But you can have that personal engagement and such a level that you couldn't do before with an R series droid or BB-8. Specifically with kids, I find that you have such that, because you're at their eye level, and that interacting between the two is amazing. And I find that kids open up more to a robot, than someone just standing right here. They let down all their guards and they just become who they want to be.
What I find super fascinating, you go to a convention, you see droids running around. The pilot always tries to say hidden. You got that veil of mystery. Where here, earlier he was in pieces.
Right.
You were trying to troubleshoot, but even when that was open, people are interested to know how it's, everything that's underneath the shells and how it works on the inside.
I think what's refreshing is coming here to the 3D experience world is you're with engineers that are passionate about the same things, even though we're building different things. So they have that better appreciation of what you did during the process, and the best questions come in those situations. And I love it because they understand the process and how did we problem solve through that. So it's fantastic. And coming here, I don't mind taking him apart, which is great. When we're around kids, we try to keep the magic alive.
Yes.
We keep BB-8's head on.
You don't decapitate them.
That's right. So we try to keep the magic alive for when the families are around. That's one of the best things coming here is we can then discuss the tech that goes into it.
And it's refreshing as well.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, for sure.
What was the biggest challenge when you were building them? Which part was the hardest to get right?
The head. Because just like anyone's face, it's really hard to sculpt that to keep it, true to the character. So we spent a long time making that close as possible. I think we're close, but as a builder, you always see the flaws and where you want to make the slight adjustments to make it better. But that was probably the biggest design feature that was really hard. So if I turn them sideways, it's a different shape than what you would typically see.
Yeah.
And it was hard to get that right. And I think we got it, like I said, pretty close. Some of the engineering challenges was all the rings moving about and the arms and trying to manage the wiring. Yeah. And we find that keeping it really simple wiring harnesses, like they do in motor vehicles, kind of fit the bill, I would say, because we were having all kinds of connection issues the first time we put them together. So simplifying the wiring harnesses was probably one of the challenges with all of the moving parts.
Yeah. How many versions have you gone through with this?
He was probably the same version starting up because it was the prototype. And then now we've developed a new R3X droid, Captain Rex, the original one, and he is just the next evolution. So we learned everything from here and applied it to the new mechanism and the new character. And we added some more things.
The process you've gone through there, even though it's something different, it's exactly the same. Then some of these engineers down there would have been going through, and some of the challenges that engineers are having every single day. And you were doing kind of like the gas work, similar kind of problem solving. You had to figure things out.
You got to figure out how stuff goes together without it interfering with someone else. And then what's the effect of you changing one piece of the design, which I'm sure you have.
Yeah, absolutely. So the workflow is so important. I work with two other gentlemen in the designing process of this, and they were using other CAD programs. So we found a design flow that worked for us going from SolidWorks to other programs and back.
Johnny and I do believe in that synergy of using other CAD softwares or other design tools to complete your role. Better if we all work together.
For sure, because you may have a certain set of skills in the CAD system that I don't have, but I'm going to rely heavily on you to do that. So I'll stay in my lane and do what I do best and rely on your skill. Absolutely. I understand hardware. I can speak software, but I can't write it. So it's really nice to segue into those conversations with your software tech and also with your engineers that you're working with too as well.
We need to move this to one of our episodes, because I would absolutely love for you to show us through your CAD models and have a look at the behind the scenes.
Yeah, it'd be good to get inside it maybe on another day as well.
We'll definitely arrange a full episode with you.
Be gentle.
There will be whiskey.
That helps.
It does. Yeah.
We'll arrange that after World, and we'll get you back on, and we'll chat more about the droids and all the cool stuff that you build and you
I
make.
appreciate it.
No, I appreciate your time.
John,
Yeah, thank you very much for chatting
See you
with
guys
us.
again as always.
All right.
Till next time.
Cool,
Thanks.
Thank you. Amazing. I absolutely love that droid.
It's amazing. I just had a little peek down there. The neck.
He's always a good character.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting inside that later in the week.
Oh, that's what she said.